Hey guys. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about so you've just gone through the 4 days of time management, how to manage your time, and now what this video is going to talk about is doing that within your business. So you basically have chunks of time on your calendar, right? So you've made office hours for yourself. You've made time for when you are going to be working on personal stuff, work stuff, and you've blocked all your time. So now we need to come up with the stuff that you're going to do to work your business within those office hours that you just gave yourself, okay? So like me, for example, I have 3 times that I can work on my business. Now, I'm not necessarily always working on it, but when I'm time blocking, I can either get up earlier in the morning and I'll do my morning routine and then maybe work 1 hour before my kids get up. I can go to the gym and I'll do my workout, but then I get 3 hours of childcare, so I can work out for an hour. Then my kids can hang and play and have a great time and for a couple more hours, and I can go do work in the lobby. Or in the evening after my kids go to bed, I can work. But a lot of times I'm really social, so I like to go do stuff in the evening too. So my weeks just kind of vary. So sometimes I might be going having a girls' night and I can't work that evening, so I'll have to go to the gym that day or whatever. Either way, I try and work between 1 and 3 hours a day, just depending on what I've got going on. So basically, what I do is I divide up my week by like categories. So just like that closet, how you're gonna take all the shirts and put them in a section, all the shoes and put them in a section, all whatever else is in your closet, put it in a section. Like things with like things. You start to take things that are the same in the same category and categorize them together, because if you're just like, okay, this is my long to-do list of all the business things I need to get done, and then you're like, good, then you start to do it, and then you'll be working on one, then you're like, oh yeah, I forgot I need to do that other thing. Then you'll start multitasking, right? And go to this other thing that you need to do, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot I needed to restock samples. So then you'll get started on that, and you're like, oh whoops, I totally meant to like get started on this other project with my team. And they're like, oh, I forgot I need to set up a party, so it's kind of like, oh, I have all this stuff to do. And then you're getting this super long to-do list. And then you worked on several things and you touched several things, but you didn't actually get a bunch done. And so really, if you can take one task and just be laser focused in it and do that during your time blocking, then you'll actually be way more productive. So I kind of want to show you how I categorize and divide up my week, and I'll tell you how I organize it. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got a customer day and a team or recruiting day, a party hostess day, and a business day. What I do is on the customer day, I put all the stuff that I have to do that's related to customer stuff, okay? That's the day that I'm going to do my follow-ups. That's the day I'm going to add new orders for my website into my follow-up system. I'm going to send out any thank yous or early bird incentives or do posts. I will schedule out the posts for my VIP group in for the entire week on that day, okay? The next, I'll also maybe send out a monthly newsletter. Now, all that stuff I can't get done in 1 hour, right? Or even 2 hours. Like that's a month's worth of stuff. This is the stuff that I need to do every month. Some things I have to do weekly, but some things is just I have to get it done throughout the month. So what I'll do is I have my customer day, maybe it's Monday, and I will take maybe 3 things out of there that I need to work on, 3 or 4 things, depending on how much time they take, and put them into the blocks of time that I have. And then the next week, whatever I didn't get done off this, then I'll add those in. And the next week, I'll add those in. And so throughout the month, I'll end up getting all the things I need to done. Same with recruiting day, and team day. There's all these things that I need to do for my team and my, if I'm recruiting. And so I add in all these things on my team day, and I'll focus on that on my team day. But again, I can't get all that stuff done in one day. Or in just a couple hours. It's going to take, the month and, those 4 days throughout the month that are my team recruiting day to get that stuff done. But then what I'm doing is I'm not jam packing it all in one day and ignoring my kids and sticking them in front of a screen. I've got office hours. I'll get that stuff done, and I don't have to worry or stress out about my to-do list because I know I can come back to it the next day or the next week for a team recruiting day. You know, if I get an email from the corporate office and they're like, oh, we're totally announcing a new style that we need to get out, I don't freak out about it and stop everything I'm doing and all of a sudden have to alert everybody. I say, oh, okay, that's a customer thing. I'm going to add that to my customer day next week. And even though the set might have been out for a day or two, it gives me time to think about it, sit on it, and then present it to my customers in a timely fashion and not let it eat into my family time, right? Because anytime something comes up, it takes away from my family. And nothing is an emergency in direct sales. Nothing is an emergency. So I, set aside time to do that. So then, as you can see, I also have a party hostess day and then a business day. And so you can find this in the back office files, and there's space in there for you to add in things, that you might have on your plate that I haven't put on this list. So I try to do 4 days a week: customer day, team recruiting day, party hostess day, business day. And then Friday, I just call it my homemaker-ish day. That's the day I'll do personal errands, go on an adventure with the girls, or catch up on something that I needed to keep working on throughout the week. Okay. And so these are the actual tasks, the things that I do that I plug into those time blocks that I have. Okay. Now, what I like to do in the mornings is I do my morning routine, which takes about an hour. And then I like to do my power hour, which takes about an hour. And then these things, I'll either work 1 or 2 more hours a day on my to-dos from this list right here. But in the morning, what I'll do is my power hour, which is going through and following up with anyone specifically. I'll do a Facebook post and an Instagram post and also do my stories. One tip with posting and stories, I don't post them all the time throughout the day because it takes away from intentional time with my family. So rather than taking my phone, doing something cute, and then taking time to post on it on Instagram, no, what I'll do is I'll take my phone out, snap a quick pic, put my phone away, and then later, either the next morning or that night, kind of depending, I will just do my Instagram stories all at once. So I'm taking 10, 15 minutes to do my stories, then it's done. I will go into groups that I'm in, and I will create eye contact with them and just kind of network in there. There's a whole other training on this. It's actually called Foundation Traffic. There's a whole other training on that, but I'll do that. I'll message anyone who has a birthday. I'll grow my network. I'll check in with any parties, do some follow-ups, and then the 10 minutes a day, I actually do that during my morning routine of the personal development. And then if there's anyone who requested a sample, I get that ready for the next day or for later that day. So that's the power hour that I do, things that I need to do every single day to keep my business going. And then these are the lists that I need to do within each aspect of my business: the customers, the team, recruiting, parties and hostesses, and then just my own personal business stuff. So that's kind of how I've split it up and organized it. So you can take these to-dos, these goal-oriented to-dos, because these are the things that are going to grow your business and help you get to that next rank and next level in your business. So these are these goal-oriented to-dos that you're going to put into your blocks of time or your office hours that you've set for yourself for your business. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I hope that you're getting all excited, ready to block out your calendar and plug in your to-dos and just get going. Okay,